2020. A year that most of us would prefer to forget. But it did bring us some new vocabulary. In the next 7 minutes, we bring you a countdown of the BBC Learning English top 10 words of 2020.
Number 10. So, of course, this was the year that we all turned to video conferencing to stay in touch.
Can you unmute yourself, please?
As the world went into lockdown.
Press the mute button.
But a lot of us forgot to turn our sound on.
Mute! You're on mute.
And so this word came into our lives. Let's hope that by the end of the year, we'll all know where that mute button is and when to use it.
You're on mute, Sam. Can you unmute your microphone?
Oh, hello. Can you hear me now? Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Number 9. This year's coronavirus outbreak means we've all had to get used to events being cancelled. But this year, the verb cancel has also been used to describe how people with unpopular views are removed from public life. Here's Feifei to explain.
Cancelling someone means to stop supporting or following someone, particularly a public figure, because of something they have said or done. It's also known as a cancel culture.
If you're watching this far, you haven't cancelled us yet, and we're happy about that. Number 8. This one's a 2-word phrase that many of us used for the very first time in 2020, as coronavirus brought people together at the same time as it drove us apart. Whatever method we used to stay in touch with our friends, neighbours and colleagues, we started ending our conversations with the words, "Stay safe," because we wanted them to do just that.
Okay, stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe and join us next time. Bye.
Bye.
Number 7. Despite everything that happened in 2020, the global plastic mountain kept getting higher and higher. And we kept seeing and saying more and more phrases with the word plastic, as we kept talking about ways of getting to grips with the plastic problem. Let's hope it's not too long before we're living in a post-plastic world. Oh, did I just make a word up? Number 6. 2 meters, 1 meter, 1 meter plus. We've all had to learn not to get too close to our friends, neighbours, waiters, shop assistants, delivery drivers, everyone really. And we brought you some expressions to make sure we stick to the rules.
Could you just stand back a bit, please? Shall we do the social distancing thing? Not too close. Are we far enough apart?
Number 5. No, that's not a spelling mistake. As coronavirus spread from country to country, leading the World Health Organization to declare a pandemic on 11th of March 2020, some people began to think it's all a big conspiracy. Not everybody agrees, but either way, we've certainly seen a lot of this word this year. Number 4. You didn't think we could get through this list without talking about the US elections, did you? There were so many words we could have chosen, but one word that Donald Trump kept using before, during, and after the election was fraud. Trump and his supporters claimed that there was widespread fraud during the US elections. Others said there was little, if any, evidence for this. As the arguing continues, we've got a feeling we'll still be talking about these elections for quite a few years to come. Number 3. Royal watchers were stunned on 8th of January 2020 when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced their intention to leave the UK and go off and do their own thing across the Atlantic. And in a clever play on the portmanteau word Brexit, witty commentators quickly came up with the even wittier Mexit, and we've been using it ever since. We wish you well, Harry and Meghan, whatever you're doing. Number 2, we could have gone for plain old coronavirus for this one, but we're all about the language here, and any word that is made up from 3 words and a number has to be up there on our list. The 3 words, the CO from corona, the VI from virus, the D from disease, and the number 19 from the year 2019, when the virus first appeared, gave us a word that we just couldn't stop using in 2020. There's just one more word to go. We've had a great year bringing you all the vocabulary you need to talk about the world and everything that's happened in it in 2020. The good things, as well as the not so good things. We'd love to bring you more words, but all we can do right now is to tell you to visit us on BBC Learning English to find great language learning content throughout 2021, whatever it has in store for us. And now, number 1, the BBC Learning English word of the year 2020 is lockdown. As we stocked up on essentials, put on our loungewear, and got used to workout videos, Zoom calls, and weight gain, the one word that summed up our pain, worry, and fears, as well as our hope, kindness, and patience, was lockdown. A noun made from the two words lock and down that summarised the changes to the world's way of life for most, and for many people, all of 2020. So that's it. We hope that you've enjoyed this look back at some of the English words, old and new, that we've used, perhaps more than we thought we would, in 2020.
We're sure there will be many more to come in 2021, and we'll be right here to explore them with you. Goodbye.